How's it going, everybody? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Quad MFT here, and today is Wednesday, and I've got some actual new Onslaught DLC gameplay for you guys on the Scrapyard remake entitled, I think it's Ignition, that's it, it's Ignition. But today is Advice Wednesday, so we're taking 3 of your guys' questions that you have about life, Call of Duty, YouTube, whatever it is, guys, and me and my dad are here to answer it. So, Dad, introduce yourself.
Hey, what is up, Quad Squad? It's the Quad Father here, and this is one of my favorite nights. I love doing these Advice Wednesdays.
Me too. I mean, I like helping you guys out and, you know, kind of giving back besides just doing giveaways. And speaking of giveaways, we do giveaways every single night on our Twitch TV when we do live streams, so make sure to tune in down there. It's actually quite a simple process to enter, so make sure to go ahead. And we stream every night. It's a lot of fun, Call of Duty, and we chat with you guys a lot. But let's move on to the first question.
All right, I'm ready.
Are you sure? Are you sure about this?
I'm braced.
All right, here we go. Hey Quad and hey Quad Father, I love watching your videos, love your streams, and have been watching for about a whole year. Well, this guy's quite a loyal fan. See, now, I like this girl in my school, and I really don't know what to do to make her to like me or get her attention. I also get really nervous to ask her out. What should I do? Hashtag Quad Squad.
Well, Jason, you know what? A lot of guys have that problem.
Jason?
Yeah, I just named him Jason. I figured he needed a name.
Okay.
Okay, so Jason. You know, a lot of guys do have the problem. I still feel awkward when I'm talking to a girl who I think's attractive, and I don't know if she likes me or whatever.
Yeah.
So I always come up with something that I'm actually curious about. You know, I want to talk about her because probably her favorite topic is her.
Oh, easily. I noticed that today in PE. People like talking about themselves. I can ask a question and they'll go on for 2 minutes about it. And it makes them, I don't know, kind of like me a little bit more. Maybe.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Maybe help, at least.
One of the first things I look for is someone who likes me.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be a requirement.
Right. So if you get them talking about themselves, it takes the pressure off you. It gives you something to talk about, something to respond to. You can even have some fun with it, have a laugh. You know, and I think as soon as you get the laugh going, then you release the tension and you start to enjoy yourself. So that's one of the small things. Also, I think if you're paying attention to what she's saying, you can show interest in what's going on. And anybody who's interested in me, I like. So.
Yeah, very true. So I mean that goes the same way with the girl you're talking to or a guy you're trying to become friends with or whatever it is. I really don't know if you're gay. I don't care. What? It makes no difference to me. But this one says, well, you want to move on to the next one? Or let's spend a little bit of time on this. To me, everybody likes taking a dip in Lake Me. I like parking my houseboat in the middle of Lake Me and talking about me. So I figure everybody else likes to do that too. So if you can get them talking about themselves, that's probably one of the best ways to kind of relax and just get into the conversation. Okay. You want to move on to the next one now from Jason? Or the last one was from Jason.
Yeah, I think David is going to be this one.
Well, okay. This one says, hey, Caleb and Courtney, I could use...
girl.
Oh, okay. Hey, Caleb and Courtney, I could use a little advice. So one of my really good friends' little sister attempted suicide tonight. Doesn't mention the age, but it's 1/21/14, and I can't really be there for them because they live out of state. I have no idea what to say to help him out. Anything would be great, either with a reply or in a video. Please and thanks, guys. Well, thank you very much, and this is definitely a tough situation.
Man, let's call her Katie.
All right, let's do it.
You know, we just went through this, actually, didn't we? I mean, I've been
hanging... Oh, we did, yeah, back in July in 2013.
Yeah, I had a friend whose son committed suicide.
A little bit, yeah. I want to say closer than a friend. But
Yeah, we worked together for 20 years. Yeah. And, you know, it's really, really hard to support somebody whose friend just... I mean, in this case, they didn't commit suicide, but they attempted suicide. Yeah. And even at that, you know, you got to figure someone's pretty desperate if they see that as the best possible option. But you want to be there to either help the person who either attempted suicide or the people who are around them, because everybody's affected by that. You know?
Yeah, it's not just the one person who tried to commit suicide. It's also the parents, the cousins, the friends, the school, the city, if anything.
Yeah, everybody feels a little bit guilty because nobody wants somebody to feel so desperate they feel like that's the only option they have. And the thing that I noticed is that right away, everybody's around. everybody comes around, tries to support, tries to let them know that they care about them, and they try to care for them. But you know what?
It kind of rushes it too fast, too.
Well, yeah, because people, first of all, a lot of times people don't want that attention.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want attention for something that's really not a positive thing. I mean, they're not being successful. They tried out in desperation to the point where they actually attempted suicide because they saw that as the best possible option. And the thing that I've seen is that people have no idea how many people are affected by someone else trying to hurt themselves. Okay, a lot of times people do this because they feel alone. And people come around them, and that's great. But you know what? It's the long term that really matters. Because I've noticed that in the 6 months since my friend, he actually did commit suicide, and I'm friends with his mom, and we're hanging out, what I've noticed is that people have a hard time. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. And so they kind of just stay away, or they kind of ignore that there's actually an issue. And so for me, what I would say is just stay available, stay in contact, and be there for the long term. Try to help the person and the people around them as time goes along, because a lot of times people they lose interest. They don't want that to be the topic of life in their conversation, so they kind of fade away. I say you stick around, you hang around, and show them that you support and love them over the course of time.
All right, that makes sense. I think you did pretty good at answering that, so hopefully that'll help out Katie. But this one says, and of course we're moving on to the next one. You want to give this guy a name?
Yes, this is Richard.
All right, Richard, aka Dick. It's Hi Quads. In short, I have a question about a coworker. We've worked together for 4 years ago, and about 2 years ago we told him that we picked his nose without looking, and his nickname him Digger. We saw him picking his nose without thinking, nicknamed him Digger, but then we told him about it and he stopped. But now 2 years later he started again. My question is, how do I tell Digger that he started picking his nose again and it's grossing everybody out? I don't know how to say without hurting his feelings, but I need to do something. I love your videos, and any advice you can give me would be helpful. So I guess this is not necessarily as serious as the last question.
Well,
not necessarily not serious. This guy could be so serious we wouldn't even know. I mean, it's in a letter. So
you know what I had to do, and I don't even know that you know this. One time, because I'm kind of in a supervisor role at my work. One time I had to tell this gal that she stunk.
Really?
It just, every time everybody would get near her, she just smelled. And I was put in the unfortunate position of telling her that, oh, by the way, everybody thinks you stink. I mean, I wasn't so indelicate as to say it like that, but when I was going into that conversation,
how did you say it?
I was just very gentle. I said, you know, I hate to tell you this. I don't know if it's your sweater or what's going on, or, you know, I know you're kind of an earthy person and maybe you don't believe in deodorant, but you know, everyone thinks that you kind of smell.
And what was her response?
Oh, she was mortified. She was really, really, I mean, I was thinking, oh my gosh, how hard this is going to be on me to tell her. But what I didn't think about was how it would affect her. I mean, think about it. If someone told you stunk on a consistent basis so bad you had to sit down with your boss and they had to tell you that you stunk, man, how would you feel? So I think it's kind of a similar situation.
Not very good.
No, I hope not. If you think so, we have some other conversations to have off air here.
Yeah.
But no, this is a really similar situation as, you know, with a guy who's picking his nose. I mean, you got to figure something's going on with this guy, because I kind of always know where my hands and fingers are. And if
if he's just not noticing it, then that's kind of weird.
Yeah, if he's itching his butt or his nose and he doesn't quite realize it, and then someone tells him, and then later he comes back to it, I say you actually have to sit down and have a conversation.
Well,
and I think
he could be also, like, you know, dozing off and not really thinking about it.
With your finger up. Has that ever happened to you, son?
I can't remember because I was dozing off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Sure, I'll buy it. No, so I think what you have to realize is this person's going to feel awkward too. And actually, they're not going to be focused on you and saying that, you know, oh no, you told me. This person is going to feel really bad about getting back into it again. I mean, so to speak.
It's like a drug for them now. It's sad that they developed that.
Yeah. You know what? You know, I just got to say, you just got to come out with it. You just got to say it straight. Find a moment where other people aren't around.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing.
Pick your moment. Bada bing. So pick your moment to talk to them when other people aren't around, when it's kind of a calm moment. Maybe you go out to lunch, or maybe grab them at break, and you say, dude, you know, I know you probably don't realize this, but you should use a Kleenex instead of your finger. You know, just something where it's kind of light, not making it a big deal, because in the end, I guess it's really not it's not as serious as Katie's problem.
Okay, yeah.
But it is a problem that you need to address, because who wants to shake that guy's hand?
Very true. I mean, you can't just shake his hand when he's been doing that. But
yeah, well,
I think that's all we have advice for that guy. Because I mean, think about it. What more advice can we give to someone who's a consistent nose picker? Like that's not.
Don't bite your fingernails.
Apparently, I mean, don't suck on your thumb. I don't know.
Keep those hands out of your mouth.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't want to take it lightly, but you kind of got to take it kind of lightly. But you still have to bring it up. So
yeah,
that's my advice.
All right, I think you gave some pretty good advice. I think we gave some pretty good advice. For that advice, would you guys mind? Oh yeah, would you guys mind leaving a like on this video?
I will.
Oh, thank you, Dad. Let's shoot for 250 likes. Also, if you guys are looking to get featured on my Advice Wednesday series, make sure to inbox me on YouTube. If you don't have an account, do that. Make sure go ahead, make one, and subscribe to me. Go ahead, like and favorite all my videos. Go through and do it. I dare you. I bet you can't. But I hope you guys again enjoyed it. It's been Quantum FT,
and come and hang out with us on Twitch.
Oh yeah, again, we said earlier we're going to be live streaming tonight and every other night for like the next 16 years. So hope y'all enjoyed it. By then I'll be actually 31 years older if it goes to March.
And living at home? Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm 14, so I was just kind of assuming because the months. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been Quantum FT for the 3rd time, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video and on the live stream tonight.
And I'll see you in the Booger Eaters Club.